My first memory is coming over to Cop's apartment and him having 3 or 4 songs written and him having these ideas, and it was kind of super electronic, but we were like super pumped about it. It's kind of like we knew a secret that no one else...
Yeah, it was like the unveiling of something that was to become, and that was sort of like that first realisation that like, oh, we could have something like special here.
Once we get that under wraps, we're going to start recording guitar on our first song off the album.
That kind of just started being here at Sam's in Melton, and I don't know, just the kind of way that we do it, where we write it with electronic drums and we get the bare skeletons and we go through it and kind of layers of refining, because it was all within arm's reach and we were doing it ourselves. Like we could change anything at any point.
We need it completed by September 30th, so
29 days.
29 days and counting.
Shit.
Slight stress.
Slight stress, not really.
Not really.
We're basically just stationed in the studio for a month, you know, people coming in and out. There's some points where we're just deluded, there's some points where we're quite optimistic with the music, there's some points where we're just like, you listen to music and you sit there doing something for so long, you just don't know whether it's helping the process anymore, because it just all seems kind of like white noise. You can see this sort of stages of us going crazy, like kind of like asleep, but at the same time, like a bonding experience that we kind of hadn't had. It was, we never really sat there and spent that time together.
September 3rd, 2016, 11:30 a.m.
What's going on?
We're going to do some vocals.
Yeah.
Of the Holmes variety for the first time.
I remember us seeing that image of someone being bent over backwards and just looking at that and just going, that's so abstract. There's no context to this. That's such an abstract thing. And we knew as soon as we saw that, that's what we wanted for the front cover. We were able to get Jacob, who did the previous front cover, and to get Cop to do that as well. I think that was really cool to have Jacob in there to be involved with this one too.
All I was doing was sitting there and just going, yeah, sounds good. You were there recording and staring at a computer screen for hours and hours and hours, and yet I'd be dozing off, you know, falling off my chair, and you were still just like charging through till, 7 in the morning.
Except I wanted to change to just...
We had no boss, we had no time constraints. We were our own people. If we didn't get our asses up, we didn't do it. If we didn't organise things, if we weren't there, it wouldn't have happened, you know?
Sam's just gotten off the Isval beach after fucking 9 hours of sunbaking. How you doing there, man? Looking pretty red.
14th of September 2016, very close.
Very. We've had a huge day.
Fucked up.
It's been like 2 days rolled into one.
Yeah.
So,
That's what you can take away from listening to the album, is like, it's got those trials and tribulations, it's got the successes and the defeats, and an album does a great thing by hiding all those things, but I think it's sometimes important to highlight the fact that to get to that point of creating something so special, you have to acknowledge that it's not always easy going, and it's the hard parts that sort of what make it unique.
Yeah, so we're working on the last song. Steve here has absolutely done me a dodgy and broken me string.
doesn't matter.
We've always kind of said that we're a bit of an experimental band, and like I think that's why we've been left with such a proud feeling, I guess, is because we've actually experimented, we've actually pushed ourselves, we've actually made music that even we can question within ourselves, and music that we can listen to and our ears can prick up and be like, oh, that's really hard to wrap your head around it.